there we go. So the VPN set up. So we could do a all right, so we could do IP add. So we're on the 14 network, right? So now what we could do is we could see if we could ping this machine. So let's start doing what we need for documentation. There's an app in here called Cherrytree. Documentation is great, right? That way we can come back and pick up where we left off. Call it lame. Do a file, a new instance. And we will start writing notes in here. We could call it lame. Lame is, and we can take screenshots. There's a screenshot app. I forgot what it's called. Just screenshot, people. So we could do an active window, or we could pick one. That's what we want to do. Select a region. That way we can pick areas. We don't have to get everything. We don't want to overload people. You know what I mean? So we'll do like lame. And we don't need to see all that. We could just do that. That'll be the profile. Just copy it to the clipboard, which is in my VM. I love this song right here. This song just it has awesome vibes. And then paste that in there. So there's our first bit of information, right? Because if I ever want to go back, let me just save this now. Yeah, let's password protect it. Because if we're in, this is not real life. This is like, you know, a simulation, okay, people? The HackTheBox. But if we're doing this, if we're doing this in if we're doing this in like a business engagement or a consultant or doing a consultancy, we want to make sure that this is password protected. So let's do that. There's something about that. I promise you I'm not forgetting these passwords, people. I don't think VMware, I don't think my keystrokes are getting properly captured because I'm doing this all through the browser. So there's something about that caps that isn't getting sent through properly. Yeah, see? So I'm using the caps lock, but when I do shift for caps lock and I hold it, I don't think that the VMware connector in my browser is detecting that shift always. It's like the shift is late for some reason. That's gonna be weird to get around. So I could say Open Pen Test Practice. That's what I'm calling this, Open Pen Testing Practice. That's what we're doing. We can do this together, live, and learn together live, teach together live. So I'll be putting this on my desktop in my HTTP stuff and then save. So then, and I'm just practicing. So then when I come back in here, repetition is the father of learning, they say. So even if you're doing it over and over and you're tired of it, just do it again. Keep trying, stay persistent. Even the click and drag is not. Yeah, you gotta like press hold, wait a little bit. So I'm gonna try to do this because from VMware Workstation, you could connect to a VM on VMware ESXi. So I wonder if it would be a better performing if I did this in VMware ESXi. I'm sorry, if I did this in VMware Workstation. You know, honestly, I wonder if ad blocker is doing something too. It's gonna make me log back in. It's just an interesting thing. See, I'm in the browser. It doesn't have a Kali specific box. I gotta look at what's the command for yeah, notice how that perfectly, that when I did that time, that perfectly formatted. So now Kali looks good. All right, so then next we're gonna do, what is an nmap scan. Make sure we're on the, we can, or ping. Let's ping. What are we attacking? Ping 10 10 10 3. So we're on the network, right? So we're able to connect with a ping is a test message. We're able to reach that. So that's what I do always. I try to ping first, because if you can't even ping it or you can't even reach it, you won't be able to scan, right? So we are on HackTheBox doing this. So we're doing nmap SV, and then we'll do a 10 10 10 3. So you could also look at the other types of scans. Nmap's a network mapper. Lets us see, oh, like this is a lot. Nmap is a beast. So we could do a representative scan. This is what we want to see. We want to find what ports are open on lame, right? So right now we're beginning our engagement with lame, which is a HackTheBox VM, and we're looking at nmap up here. I just did a man, which is manual nmap. So when you do man, you're looking at the manual for whatever application you're specifying after the command, and then you're gonna see, okay, how can I use this command? So I'm gonna try to do this. Do nmap-a-t4. I think T4 is a faster scan. I could be mistaken. So nmap-a and then dash T4 is I think it's an aggressive scan. Oh, I didn't specify the target. Sorry, people. When I talk and type at the same time, sometimes I throw myself off there. So it's doing a scan. It says the host seems down. If it's really up but blocking our ping probes, try -pn. So we could do a different type of scan, right? So we could put that here. All right. So host discovery is disabled when we do -pn. Notice how it kind of teaches you right there. And it's starting the scan back up. I haven't seen anything yet. As soon as I see something, you all will see something. Once we find something of worth, other than the fact that it's on the network, we will put that in Cherrytree. Let's get in the habit of Cherrytree. And you can use notes, any note-taking app, right? I know it sounds funny, but you could use Word, PowerPoint, I'm just kidding. Don't use PowerPoint. You could use Word. You could use Notepad. You could use a text editor like VI and write it in Markdown. But the reason that I don't really like doing it directly in VI is because of the images. Now, there is a tool out there. I was watching some guy on YouTube. He's got a tool that he writes it. Okay, looks like we got some output. He writes his stuff in Markdown, and it will convert it into a beautiful looking pen test report. I gotta go look at that tool. It's an open source tool. If somebody wants to look that up, go for it. Okay, so we found some information out with this scan. We found, it looks like FTP. We have an FTP server open. How do I know? Well, port 21, but also that it tells us FTP, and that's what it's on. What is FTP? FTP is a file transfer protocol. Allows you to transfer files to and fro. They're logged in as FTP, so they're logged in as that default user of FTP. By the way, all of these boxes are built based on other vulnerabilities that actually exist in the world, right? So think boxes that may actually have this in real life. So beware. It also seems to have Samba. It's Linux system. We knew that by the picture. But what would be relevant information here? I think the relevant information is, we don't even have to include the command, but the relevant information right here is really the ports, right? These right here, this information, and we could highlight that, make it look prettier in our output. Screen, can you pin that somewhere? Add to desktop, add to panel. But where did it go on the panel? I'll just do that. Hit OK. We got to figure out how to quickly do that, because if I'm in the middle of a test, I want to be able to just hit this couple clicks, right? So we could do starting here. Here's 445 is SMB, so there's a file share on that thing too. That's a good thing. We found that there's a file share. So hit OK, put it in there. Highlighted all that. I should have highlighted these two, but that's okay. SMB or Samba is typically, you set up a Samba file server so that Windows machines can connect to your Linux-based file share. Windows uses SMB, which is server message block. Samba is kind of like a compatibility application for file sharing. Okay, so there's some good information here that we can use to research, right? So we know that this is an FTP server. Keep in mind, I'm not looking at any documentation right now. If I get completely stumped and stuck, I will. But for now, I'm just going to try to go based off of like what I would find online. Open source intelligence is what they call it. But open source intelligence is really just kind of like a hardcore way to say Google it, right? So we're looking at FTP code 230. I don't know that off the top of my head, and I'm not ashamed to say, right? So FTP code 230. Yeah, sure. I want to leave the page. I don't care about that topology. It says service ends is a response to a command that has provided sufficient credentials to the server to grant the user access to FTP server. User logged in, proceed. I don't think we saw any web ports open, right? We could always try to go in the browser and see if there's a web page. And it doesn't seem like there is. So, yeah, so that's good. And we're not doing a web app. We're not doing a web app attack. This is not a website. This is a file server. So this is a file server. So we could make I'm gonna make the conclusion. Does everybody agree that lame is a file server. I want to get below that picture. Oh, there we go. I just started typing. Don't hit enter. So I said, I'm just gonna say it appear. I'll turn these notes into something that would be presentable to a business owner, but for now I'm just gonna make them for myself and for us to reference. So it appears, I'm not gonna use that. I'm just gonna say lame seems to be a web server. I'm sorry, lame seems to be a file server. Why'd you give me an A there? I don't want that. That's annoying. It just, there we go. Lame seems to be a file server. There's a FTP and Samba. I'll say SMB are present, are running and open. And I don't have to give what this means, I don't think, or I don't have to reiterate, but maybe to explain what it is. Does that mean there's a logged on user? Is that maybe what the server sends in a response to a command that has provided sufficient credentials to the server? Oh, was Nmap able to log in? 230 user logged in, proceed. I think that's gonna be our attack vector, right? Which means if we're gonna hit this box, we're gonna hit it on FTP, right? So I think FTP is our attack vector. Because SSH is you could try to hit the brute force SSH guess and passwords, but they say it's not very likely on here on any of these boxes that a brute force would do it. It'd be noisy. They probably also say it'd make it too easy to get in through SSH brute force. But also it could be using key-based authentication, which means we would need a encryption key to be able to even log in, even if we had the password, right? So SSH is, for me, is like I'm not gonna try it unless I'm totally giving up. So that it might be FTP. It may also be SMB too. I think we're gonna be, because this is a file server, so we're trying to get into a file share. So let's see what FTP gets us, because FTP on the server side is really redirecting to the file system. So if FTP is not properly secured and doesn't have the proper usernames and authentication mechanisms in place, then what could happen is we could get access, and then we could do a privilege escalation, which means to take your level of access to the next level. We know this is a Linux system we're attacking, right? Linux is, and we're on one. So if we get a shell, we know we've got bash, which is a learning opportunity for me. I need to learn more about bash. I don't know about y'all, but I certainly do. So this will be fun. And I'm gonna try not to look at the walkthrough yet, but I'm not gonna get too lost, because I think walkthroughs are a good thing, especially early on. So FTP, one thing I'm gonna have to look up is Kali's FTP attack tools. I know they probably have a client by default. So it showed us Anonymous is an FTP. I think that's the actual name of the user, called anonymous. So let's just 10.10.14.2. Is that my address? Let's save that file. Is my address 10.10.14.2 on my Kali box? Yeah, let's leave that open. That's my VPN. Yeah, so my VPN, my client on their network, this is the IP. So Nmap must have tried FTP and logged in with it using an anonymous user. That's interesting. So that information right here tells us that we should probably be able to log in. So let's try it. I forgot how to do this in Linux, but I would, common sense says do FTP 10.10.10.3. There we go, right? Anonymous? Ooh, password? I tried it was password 1. I just guessed password 1, capital P. Now I'm on the server. Okay, cool. I just guessed password 1. So we'll do maybe, I don't know, am I logged in? What can I do? dir? So I can send commands to it. Maybe a reverse shell? Can we upload a reverse shell through FTP? Not sure, but we need to screenshot this. So show this right here. Well, let's highlight it. I liked when we were highlighting. So the first issue is, yes, this is a Linux box. So the first issue is login. It is possible to log in to FTP server using the anonymous user. I don't know how relevant this is, but I guessed the password seems to be password 1, which is an issue. I mean, I also didn't try to just log in with anonymous and no password at all, because I could have done it too. So either way, I'm not going to overthink it. We're going to keep going forward. So save. Okay. What can we do in here? What should we try? I'm going to Google, like, there's a common FTP exploit. Here's a write-up. It's a Shamir Amir. Let it load. VPN performance. Sometimes you'll find yourself going a little bit slower. Yeah, so Nmap has a whole scripting engine that it can auto-detect certain services and tried things on it. So it says anonymous login. Oh, this is Metasploit. You can't use Metasploit in you cannot use Metasploit in Oscp. This is from Windows. I think I can make a directory on there. And if I learned anything from the when I was doing this last summer, it is that once you can get access, and if you can get access to the file system, you could put a reverse shell on it. So yeah, see that MSF is Metasploit. I'm not gonna use Metasploit. Yeah, so I like this guy's article, but it's not doing what we want it to do. But it is telling you how to secure it too. Did you notice that? Yeah, because like this was such a common issue, I'm sure, and probably still is on some systems, that you just, you just have scripts out there that'll just take advantage of it. But remember, if you're preparing for Oscp, then you can't use automated tools. They want you to know what's happening, which is, I commend them on that. Okay. I don't know how to, I think so, yeah. And are you thinking doing a reverse shell? Because that's what I was thinking about. Because you could do I think it's put. You could put your. I wonder if there's a FTP. No. Is there FileZilla maybe? Give us something graphical. Also, you could go from here. We could see. I think it's SMB : ooh, see, I hit the file share over the network. Print, failed to mount temp. So looks like there's permissions to on these. FTP is the route. Yeah, see it? Yeah, it won't let you just log in with anything. So it was password 1, so that first guess was right. So P. Yeah, password 1. Is it just not showing me the directories? Is that what's happening on here? Because it says here comes a directory listing, directory send, okay. Yeah. dir ls all recognized commands. Put would be what we would use to put the file on here. Let's try it. Oops, sorry about that. And map. Because the goal right now is to get to the file system. Because right now we're restricted to just being in that application on that computer. So on LAME, we're on that application FTP. And now we got to make our way over. So we're doing an ls. Yeah, I think so too. Like we could make a directory, right? mkdir, I don't know, production, just make it look legit. So can we not make? Put. Let's test if as putting shell looks like some write-ups. I'm getting ready to look at that write-up for this box. Let's do it. Yeah, see, they have you use Metasploit though. We knew this. We knew how to scan. They did a different scan than us. They used ZenMap, which gave us the same. We did a -A. But see, look, that's the thing. They're using an automated tool. Yeah. Metasploit, supposedly that's the tool you need to know. Which is why it's funny they don't let you use it. So this is one way. Just automate it. Free Code Camp is awesome, by the way. Yeah, I know. That's the hard part. So it's good to know that this is possible. Look, and then they use a Samba exploit. Okay. See, because then this gets them a shell. So we were on the, we knew what we could do. We already mentioned it earlier. We could do Metasploit and just find the module that we need to do. Metasploit basically automates the activity of hacking, right? It automates deploying an exploit and running that exploit against a machine that's well documented out there. So it's kind of like it's kind of interesting. If you think about it, it's kind of dangerous. Like here's an exploit, everyone, entire universe, right? Entire world. If you know how to read an article, type these commands in. Yeah, true. We could use, keyboard says we could check exploit DB for the version of FTP. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go to just exploit DB. I'll just do exploit DB FTP. Exploit DB is also, I think, maintained by Kali, if I'm not mistaken, or offensive security at least. I meant offensive security maintains Kali, but they also maintain other products, like and other projects like this. This is a database of exploits. Hey, how are you, PDR Rasta RNR1? We are up here trying to work our way manually through the box lame on HackTheBox. The challenge is not using Metasploit. Parrot's pretty cool. I think that's actually what HackTheBox's pwn box is Parrot. So is this right here? Is this something we would use? Because this is an exploit by itself. We wouldn't use Metasploit. This is a script. I know. It does suck. Because we could copy and paste this into a text document. It's doing, look what it's doing. It's logging in, and then it's doing a directory traversal. See that? All those // It's trying to get to, it's trying to traverse into Etsy password. Everything is, right? Even Edge. They're moving to Chromium, every browser it seems. Yeah, it is. But it's not managed by Google solely. Yeah, that's the thing with using a different project, even though it's based on Chromium, like Edge being... Right. You can just download the exploit. It's Python. Okay. I did not write this. This is authored by this person. That's just exploit database, man. Just here's an exploit. Try it out. Right. And then you just put in the IP here. Right? Or no, it's up here. You put the, because this is declaring variables. We're reading Python code right now. So the IP is a variable. It's initializing the variable. It's saying, and then the program, yes, this is a script kiddie for sure. So down here is the actual program, the script that's running, but it's gonna pull these variables. So we would have to type here. I think this is where we would type, or would it be in here? Would this be where we would type our IP? 10, or no, 10. 3 IP address, target port's 21, FTP is 21, file, let's save that, because if this works, then this is part of our, part of our toolkit. I gotta find a good way to organize this stuff. So I'll do like lame. Yeah, you do. Like I will I'm double clicking this. See if it just runs it. We'll do like a Python and then run it. Cause see how it opened up in a document, text editor, mouse pad, but we're gonna try to run it. We're gonna do file, new tab, because we already have this open and this is showing our VPN stuff. And then yeah, so I'll do cd lame is a directory, and then we'll do Python. Yep. Oh, it asks us all that. Okay, so it prompts the user. Okay, but what's wrong? Oh, maybe I have to. I could do this. Raw input. Yeah. But we might need to remove the anytime I hit escape. Yeah, I see. Okay, I see what I did. It's trying to accept input. So the program is accepting input. So what I typed in is I replaced it. So this is me needing to go back to my understanding of programming and at least get a better one. So we could look at the downloads. Don't have anything. I could re-download it and have a fresh copy. Right. You're good. You're good. I'm not worried about it. So this is, I'm going to just save as. Let's call it lame. Let's just replace it. See if that's, yeah. I am a teacher. I teach network administration and system administration. And now I'm getting into learning a little bit more Linux and more pen testing and yeah, red team stuff. I teach community college. I help people get network admin, system admin, and then help desk. A lot of my students start at help desk. So yeah, this is a practice thing for me. Yeah. Yeah, but the login is incorrect. Let's see. If RSP 0 equals 3 or rest self command pass. What is this script doing though in the first place? Yeah, again, it's trying to traverse. Oh, login. I should change that to anonymous because it didn't prompt me or ask me for login. So I'm gonna have to edit the script. Well, do I need an FTP server? Because I'm trying to get onto one. I thought what this script was doing was attempting to initiate an attack. Let's see. feel like I need to edit some of these parameters down here. Yeah, because this is username and password, right? Yeah. And we got credentials earlier. It was anonymous and password 1. We guessed those. And Nmap gave us some information too. And we're trying not to look at walkthroughs. We did find one that was talking about using Metasploit, but again, Metasploit is something you can't use on Oscp, and that's what I'm essentially prepping for. I'm gonna exit. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing with this is yeah. So how far did it get? Well, FTP was there, and so was SMB, which is Samba. We can connect via Samba. We just need some privilege escalation to happen. Failed to open file. So we don't have that many permissions. That's what it is. So HackTheBox is a cybersecurity, or really a pen testing training platform. $10 a month, anywhere between 10 and 20, depending on what version, what tier you get. And what it does is allows you to connect to some systems that are hackable, and it's legal, right? It's really cool. I'm pretty sure what happens on the other end is the systems get spun up as VMs, and they just have pre-built boxes. Like if you look at HackTheBox's careers website, they hire content creators to build vulnerable VMs on their environment. So when you get your account, you also get a connection pack. You can download the VPN connection pack and VPN in from wherever you are, or wherever your system that you're going to use to be attacking is. It's pretty cool. It's challenging though. So yeah, they do have a free tier. The free tier is you're gonna have performance issues with VPNs, and they don't let you reset some of the boxes, so you may have to just deal with performance issues. That's why I ended up going with VIP and found that the experience was much better. But starting out free, it's not bad. It's not bad. And we're just prepping for OSCP and maybe some capture the flag events in the future. It's all a practice thing. This is interesting. This is an interesting world for sure. It's a new world, right? It's like new, but it's got familiar characteristics. If you're coming from network and system administration, this stuff is familiar, but it's a different world. Let's see. And again, for those people just tuning in, we can't use Metasploit, even though it's out there. Like if the goal was just to get into this system, we would have used the Metasploit tool, but not allowed on Oscp. Yeah, we do. We have credentials to log in on the FTP server, but can we log in? Like, what if, I mean, low-hanging fruit, just to try it, you could do like a, I don't know, SSH anonymous at 10. Is it letting us SSH in with anonymous? Probably not. Let's try. Password 1. Nope. It's almost never this easy. Like it almost, yeah. Notice how it's using key-based authentication. So even if that was a username and password that we needed, we would also need the key. Yeah, right. I understand. I was just trying. Yeah. So we're in. We know we can get in, but yeah, we've been able to do this. Now we're just trying to see how we can traverse directories. Let's see. What could we traverse to? Root. Yeah, the objective is to get on to this system we're trying to get into, right? To the Linux system, which is called LAME, that's running FTP and SMB, and then there's text files in there that have a flag. And once you get the flag, you submit the flag on HackTheBox. So to give you a little bit. Yeah, right. That's funny. We got some comedians in there. Yeah, exactly. It's secret codes. The Illuminati handbook. The Illuminati secret handbook to success is on LAME, okay? I tried SSH. There's no telnet open. Telnet is not open. So, what else do we need to know about this system? We need to know a few things. We should know what's the operating system version, what's the FTP version. So that would be a good piece of information. And I think we captured that in the screenshot we took. So we ran an nmap scan. I probably should have put the commands in there. But this is what we found. We found FTP, it's running VS FTPD 234. This is how we googled what this code meant, and that means that there's successful anonymous logon, and then we know we could log in as FTP. This was us connecting from this IP. Looks like we got a SSH 4.7. Like we could Google this stuff too, like if there's any known vulnerabilities and known exploits for these. This is another vector we could explore more, because I'm thinking for now, I don't know if FTP FTP looked promising and we could log in with FTP, but we weren't really able to get anywhere with FTP. Yeah, so SMB is here. So you could say, oops. There's no directories on there. Ads. Backtrack, yuck. Here's Metasploit again. Like, there's just so much on Metasploit, because at this point, yes, I have. Bruce Schreiner's, he's awesome. I like Brian Krebs too. You ever heard of Krebs on Security? It's a good blog to read. It gets technical, but it doesn't get like this. It gets like it's reporting. It's reporting, which is good. I like reporting. Krebs. Krebs. Yeah, it's Brian Krebs. He's good. Yeah, see? This is going to be interesting without automations. Yes, correct. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's two B's. How do you do that? So somebody in the chat said, did you try scanning from the FTP server? It did say there was we could do nmap. Turn unmap on. I just I don't know what that would do. It's only one box too. We're not hitting a bunch of boxes in a lab or something. They have those, but it's just one single box we're hitting. Yeah, it's one. But they do have those labs you can buy into. I showed one at the beginning of the stream. Mine's the reverse. Gobsmacked 123. That's my weakness is coding. I'm just getting decent at navigating Linux. I'm Cisco. I could do Cisco iOS all day, Windows all day, administrative stuff all day, and networking is my thing. But this is where I'm exploring new territory, like Bash and scripting. It's like I like it though. I do. It's fun. Yeah, the FTP server is running on a Linux server, so we know the underlying OS is Linux. I suppose we could do more enumeration, see if we could learn more. What is it? Nmap-A. So it's scanning now as we speak. I'll do that -pn. Yeah, these are too fun, and I'm persistent. So this like this, if I don't get this, I'm gonna keep trying, even if I gotta put it down, you know, and go pick it back up the next day. But for those of you out there, we got a Discord if you want to hop in there. Got people with all diverse interests in tech, teaching each other, learning from each other. Metasploit is free. Yeah, I think there's a professional version of Metasploit. Yeah, there's a professional version that's I think you pay into, but no, you know, you can use Metasploit. Here's some more information here. We should find, yeah, Samba, Debian. Here we go. This is good information right here. This is information we didn't get on mine. At least I didn't pay attention to on my original scan. So let's screenshot that too. So if we got a client, we want the client to know about that. Or at least we want to have that information for our own reference. Actually, let's put it right here. All right, hey, Mr. Wilson, you have a good night. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you see, I'm trying to stay away from Metasploit because of Oscp, and I know I keep saying that, but you can look at the test requirements. Oscp, so Oscp, it's the offensive security certified professional. It's a penetration testing certification, and the test is literally like this. I bet they give you a, you know, you pay about $1,000 and you get a video course, you get a PDF book, and then you get a voucher to take the test. And on the day of the test, they give you, you get VPN credentials that you use to connect into their network, and you have to hack enough boxes and earn enough points on their network, and then write a penetration test report that you will submit to them after you're done, and then they tell you whether or not you passed. So that's different than your typical test, like your multiple choice. Yeah, so that's what I'm going for, and that's why I'm kind of approaching it like this and not just trying to, fly through it and use Metasploit. It's, there's controversy around whether or not people agree with Oscp not letting you, or offensive security not letting you do Metasploit, but they want you to know what you're doing. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's inevitable. Yeah, I know what you meant. Okay. And it's funny, all those walkthroughs, they're using Metasploit. Because they got these walkthroughs And then some people do YouTube videos. Yeah. I've seen. Yeah, definitely. I've heard about Python being something you should learn even as a network admin. Up until this point, I just pretty much use scripts. I find scripts and use them. Yeah. What if we could do like hey, if this write-up doesn't exist, we'll do it. Hacking lame without Metasploit. Wonder if they have any of those. There we go. Cool. Since we're stuck, let's get a boost. Let's go look for a walkthrough. Ah, look. Perfect. So we did this pretty much. But we did a -pn. So it no ping. Oh, duh. You could do it in the browser. That's smart. So this person says use FTP in the browser to get to the, you could do that. Forgot about that. But we also did a FTP client, so we tested that. Yeah, we tested this. We did ls-la. And then look, this is what we were talking about doing. This is exactly what we were talking about doing. I'm glad we were on the right track. It's good to know. This is why it's good to have a walkthrough. Is early on you get to learn, right? Put get, but we need the shell. We need to download a reverse shell, and there's popular reverse shells out there. Okay, I'm not gonna look any further. I'm gonna hit the shell part. We could just FTP. Yeah, it is. That's a, here, I'll paste it. Maybe we should save this. Let's save this. Boom, because that would be a fun thing to tell a client too. Like, hey, guess what I found? Found a write-up on how to do exactly what your server allowed me to do on it. Somebody already did it out there. Hundreds. That would make an impact on talking to a client. So now we gotta find a reverse shell out here. Because we could use netcat to get the reverse shell. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's how it works. But let's get one. So how does he execute this shell? So you'll see a reverse shell is like, you know SSH and how you can get a shell on a remote computer. Well, the reverse is you have a file, and if you place that file we just looked at, the shell script on that server, and you're able to somehow execute that file, the server that you just uploaded the file to, it builds a session with you, and then it gives you a session with the system. So it's making a connection to you. But you're uploading the file onto it first. Yeah, that I didn't understand that. When I read that, I was telling everybody this. When I first read about reverse shells, I didn't know, I couldn't explain it really because I'd never done it. There was another box I was doing here on HackTheBox over last summer, and we were successful with it, and we had to do a reverse shell. And I couldn't have told you how to do it before I did that. Yeah, exactly. So reverse shell makes it extra sneaky. Okay. So we gotta essentially make that. So we could do we could go in here, we could do it this way. We could leave that. Oh, we already have two, so let's just get off that one. Exit. We could do Vim. Well, I could just, since I've got it in RAM already, I could just go this way. Actually, I need to get used to doing that. I like how the menu is. That's beautiful. So you do lame, open folder. I'll create a new file in here. Create a new document, empty file. We'll call it our reverse shell. There's a popular reverse shell I found out there. Forgot what it was called. That's empty, but we'll paste in the code. It wasn't Metasploit, it was another one we used. It was a shell, like it was actually in GitHub, it was a shell file. Yeah, I like Visual Studio. I should put it on here. I wonder if it'll probably run on here, right? So this stuff's gonna need to change, just the IP at least. So this will need to be whatever our IP address is of our this computer that I'm on right now, which is not .3. It's up here, 10.10.14.2. 10.10.14.2. save it. This is what we need to put. So put, I need to start naming my files shorter. Let me close these. I just need to find I need to find that workflow. You know, when you find that right workflow after you get practice with it a little bit. Reverse shell. How do I upload it? Maybe, can I do it through the browser? How will we upload this? That's the question. Because the only time I've ever uploaded a shell script was through the upload button on a web server. I did, but how is it gonna get from my computer to? Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, it was up here. Maybe I'll reestablish the session. I don't know. Maybe I'll FTP from the working directory. Maybe FTP is looking in my working directory, which it's not in here. This is at home. So we do desktop. CD lame. I promise I'll automate some of this stuff at some point. I'm just getting back into the flow. So then we'll do, let me bring it up so you can see what I'm typing. All right. So then we can do FTP. There it is. Consider using passive. Yeah, I can be. So it says upload credentials because it's having no file directory. Even if we upload anything, we cannot upload it due to no privileges, right? So we have a username and password, but we don't have privileges, right? We don't have the right permission. The user anonymous doesn't have the right permission. So let's try another way to search on Google for the exploit. Here we're not going to use Metasploit, so we will use the public exploit. It's a good question. I could try that. So they downloaded a module. An exploit. Okay. Yeah, I don't think so, but we could try. If we don't have permission to put a file, then we're not going to have permission to chmod, but I'm always open to try. Well, chmod would be changing the permissions on a file, and there's no files that we can access right now. So I think we may have to abandon that idea. So they're looking for a exploit. Yeah, let's take a look at it. You think? I mean, they're trying to use a... It says not working, failed to connect because we're not having privileges and hence is blocking us to access it. Okay. They try. Let's move to another port, SSH, and check for any vulnerability. So Google. So he's looking up. This is good to know. He's looking up the version of the software. I hope so. Yeah, that's the goal. The goal is to make it fun. So I hope you join us each time. We're gonna try to do more of these. I'm gonna commit every Saturday at 10. I'm gonna work on this on stream. So we'll do this together. It'll be fun. Hopefully, if anything else, it encourages people to learn together. Yeah. We're in the beginning stages, so we're not gonna be great right now, but we're gonna be great. So this is a really good approach. So they're looking at the CVEs for each of the software versions and checking, right? I like that this person is showing us what is not working, because then we can see what they're trying. And then there's Samba, right? Right. No, I hear you though. I hear you. Sometimes that tech fatigue is real. This song makes you just want to. Okay, here we go. SMB map. I guess this shows you all the this shows you all of the commands. So let's do them. I wish these were not just images. I wish these were clickable. You could like copy and paste, but I'm going to try that. So SMB map -H. You got to hit the SMB map -H dance. That's a good question. Let's check. So let me zoom out. What the output looks like is, it looks like it's showing me all the shares. It's mapping out this using SMB, what shares are being, and the permissions on those folders. Read, write. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out. Yeah, temp. So that's where we could put the shell. We could see if we could put the shell in temp. But what happened the last time we tried to access temp? Because if we do, if we go into our file explorer thing. I don't know what this is called. File manager. We do SMB colon 410 10 10 3, and it opens a directory. But when you try to get in a temp, you just can't do it. So you got to do it with the credentials. How do we connect with credentials? We need credentials, people. Who has read write? That's my question. Who has read write? So let's see what this walkthrough. So let's go through the walkthrough. I like the pace. So use Searchsploit in Kali Linux, Sambo 3.x through 4.x. Here we get the meta. Let's try. Let's just do what they're doing too. We do a search. I think this is worthy of a screenshot, right? So if I was helping out a client or something, I would definitely want to use a screenshot here. Because you want to show them that their shares show up on the network. Let me not do it that way. I want to highlight everything, including the command. We're doing enumeration. That's what this is. This is enumeration. Some of the articles out there say enumerate, enumerate, enumerate. That should be a song. Enumerate, enumerate, enumerate. Hey, you need to enumerate right now. Use SMB map-h 10.10.10.10.3. You know what it be when I SMB map-h 10.10.3. 10.10.3. Enumerate. Enumerate. SMB map-h 10.10.3. 10.10.10.3. Enumerate. Okay. I like the treble. You hear that? Okay. So temp. So we would say, hey, look, business owner, temp directory. So whoever your IT people are, the temporary directories shared. We got read and write access, but we still need credentials. So let's go back. Let's look at that command again. They said Searchsploit Samba 3.0. See, occasionally it doesn't catch my keystrokes. Samba? I need to make this more transparent. Okay, so Searchsploit, isn't it a command that searches exploit database just right from the command line? I think. Let's look. Man search exploit. Yes, it is. That's the scary part. See, look, it is. Yeah, gob, that's the scary part is this stuff, if you know what you're doing, is just searchable on the internet. There's a great, and I'm not formally sponsored by Vice or Motherboard on this, but I will say that there's a cool TV show out there. You got to pay for it. It's called, it's on Amazon. It's called Cyber War, and they have some pretty good episodes, and it's like a documentary. But you know how Vice is, they do some really cool documentaries and news coverage. So this Searchsploit allows us to search without going to the web. The more we can like quickly find information in the command line, the better, to be honest with you. So I don't know. For my own learning, I want to go ahead and make note of this. Right? This is relevant information. You may not bring this up in the meeting or anything, but I feel like I just deleted an image. Yeah, I did. There we go. So yeah, it says these are all exploits right here that were found. So you know when a company like or someone releases a discovery they've made on a bug on an application that could put people in danger, they post it online, whether it's through, I don't know, bug bounties or just through the CVE database. So the world can know, but when the world knows, they know to patch, right, and do an update. But for those that are ignoring that stuff, this just takes a search for somebody who kind of knows what they're doing. Hence, and like Script Kiddie, like I'm at Script Kiddie level. I probably have more of a network and systems understanding than a typical Script Kiddie, but I would still put myself in that category because I couldn't do this off the top of my head. I had to go out there and look around and use other people's stuff. Yeah, they're just sitting there like, here, come on in. You could go to Shodan.io and see that. Let's say, man, search exploit. All right. So we found this. Let's go back in here. Let's check it out. What are they talking about? But our goal is to exploit without Metasploit. For first, let us try to search for CVE for this exploit. Cat, user share, grep. Oh, that's kind of a cool command right there. So it catted from this directory under exploit DB, exploits Unix remote, grep, meaning like from in that file. Show me CVE stuff. Let's keep going. Here's a GitHub repo for that particular exploit. All very well steps are given for this exploit, so let's clone and use the following exploit. By the way, thank you, Akash Pawar, for writing this up. This is a good write-up. So there's a Samba user map script. And this is opening up Netcat. So this is what they Googled. They Googled the exact CVE name. And then exploit. Didn't they just experience a massive DDoS attack? Here it is. So you clone do this right here. You just this is scary, people. Like if this was something out there in the world, you're just right clicking and pasting. Scary stuff. It's not. It's just weird. It's got to do with something. Because you see how I got it? It's like a muscle memory thing. I don't think I'm fat fingering. And the usage. Thanks for the usage. They're using Tmux. $1337. Because this script is using 1337. Alright. So we're opening up. We're trying this reverse shit. Well, no. We skipped something. Because we haven't gotten that shell on there yet. Oh, it's an exploit we're running. But see, hold on. This bothers me because we don't have this shell on there yet. So how does this work? Oh, I gotta do those commands too. Did I? Yeah, we gotta do this one. We gotta clone. There we go. Alright, hey, you have a good night or good morning sleep. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep going. And I'm getting tired too. I'm feeling it, but not yet. I said 2 hours. We ended up doing 3. Okay. Yeah, middle click won't work for me because I'm in a VM. I'm in a VM on VMware. If it was installed directly on the hardware, I think it would work. Yeah, but yeah, middle click's cool though. I'm just gonna try it as is, but what? Are they running that on their own IP? Can you cat a Python file? And it did. I did it. I got the GitHub script. Yeah, I did it. GitHub script. Yeah, I did it. That GitHub script. I had to do it. Let's see. But they're running this on against their own IP address. So they say Python, then the script, and then on their own IP address. See? Oh, no. It's the destination, the source, and then the port. There you go. I was like, what? It's because it was cut off. 1010. So Python user map script pi. There we go. Yeah. I was like, wait. What? Okay, 1010 14.2. And then the port, which they chose 1337. Wait, but they put a 139 right here. 139, which is that NetBIOS? I'm trying to understand and not just be a script kiddie. 139 is on here somewhere. Wasn't it? Yeah. Samba. That's one of the Samba ports. That's why they do that. See, these are the things you can't miss. Samba 139. And then your own IP. And then 1337. And then this needs to be on another shell instance. Okay. I think I understand. This 139 does not go there. That 139 goes right here. Yeah. And then this is where the port. So it's the port you're choosing. This is layer 4 of the OSI model. Transport layer. So yeah, Samba connecting to us. But I think we need to start a shell first. Right? Now we do that. What'd it say? I tried to run it. It says trace back most recent call file, username script line 8 in module from SMB. We need to get music. Get that music back here. Okay. Let's go down here to this music. I need to get some new music if we're going to be staying up this late. But what's the issue? Python maybe? Should we try a... Oh, I spelled upgrade wrong. I'm like... Yeah. We're doing some upgrades in Kali here, people. And we're trying to figure out why this Python script is not working to allow us to execute an exploit for SMB. Hoping these updates will do it for me. In the meantime, let's drive. While that updates. Sorry, I'm weird. It's alright, I'm weird sometimes. Sorry, somebody laughed. Where are we at? Okay, so we're waiting for an upgrade. I wanted to see if maybe something with Python got updated, because we're getting an error. It might be a script error. We'll stop you. Looks like some Python stuff getting updated, so maybe this script will work. Could be. Because when I ran that initial install, it did say this has been moved. But it's gotta works in a similar way. So maybe something like syntactically, if that's a word, changed. Taking forever. We're at 98, I promise. Look. Told you, 99 now. Before you know it with this, it's forever. Like it took. This is the fastest, like almost 4 hours. It's fun though. I'm enjoying it. Are y'all having fun? Let me know in the chat if you're enjoying this. If you're entertained, and you're maybe learning a little bit, maybe you're teaching a little bit. Let me know. Of course. I like that. Okay, let's try this. Yeah. No module named smb.smb connection. People. That's funny. So let's look at this. Let's look at the script and act like we know what we're looking at. So, all right. So we got some functions. We got an if-else statement. This doesn't exist, right? This is what we're. No module named smb.smb connection. That's what I like about Linux. And that's what I like about this whole pen testing thing is you really got to know what you're doing to get anywhere. You got to know what you're doing to read some documentation, you know? I'm going to use what you said, keyboard. Enable. Yeah, no. You're good. Anything will help. I'll try that. Python 2. Can we install an older version? Older version of Python? Logic. But it looks, what is this? Why is this Python 2? It says Python 3. Yeah. If I knew about, if I was better with Python, I probably could have went in there and altered the script. Sure. You too, Trizetto. Good night. Hopefully, you had a good time. As always, it's nice. We'll talk to you soon. Can it? Should we drive? So you're basically saying we need to drive. Yeah, that's what you said. We don't need to drive. We can hang out. We'll hang out in the passenger seat. So what are y'all working on? What's happening in your career? We're going to the moon, okay? We're coming from Mars. We're just passing right by Earth. And we're going to the moon, okay? Tesla to the moon, people. Tesla to the moon. That's what this means in my mind. Okay, people, we're going to outer space and beyond. This is cool though. This guy, Visualdon, he does some good work. And I'm glad he gives away his graphics. I'm shouting him out. Gotta shout him out because he just does some amazing work. You just put your email in and he gives it to you for free. You just download it and you're like, man, he probably worked on this for a long time. And look at the Earth. You notice all the lights on the Earth? Those are some bright lights over there. Yeah, we're at about 67%, so driving is where it's happening. Driving is where it's vibing. This is another good one. This is a pretty good playlist. What have y'all thought about the music tonight? You like it? Is it too much? I don't want it to be too much, but I do like music playing while I do this. It helps stimulate my mind and keeps me awake. Okay, good. Yeah, this is Stream Beats. They release all their music for free under the Creative Commons license. They even give you a document on their site you can download that proves that you have permission to use it, which is needed now, because if you've been on social media and you've seen any of the DMCA stuff, oh man, the United States is passing some mean laws regarding DMCA and using copyrighted content you don't have express written permission for. So that's why I'm careful. I'm careful about what I do. Because when I originally started streaming, I was playing music just right off of YouTube. Things that would get you dinged. Yeah. Allegedly, it's really, the focus is really on these big sites that are straight up stealing content. Like straight up just, here's a movie that you made, I'm going to put it on my site without asking you, and I'm going to charge people for it. Like that's what it's really after. But there's this implication for streamers too. And that implication is, what music are you using? What images are you using? What are you retransmitting? Because technically, if you're on the radar, you could get in trouble. Torn down. My thing is, they're talking about jail time. Like, my thing is, I would hope that the streaming platform would just ding your account and not go to the courts. Yes, me too. Perhaps. Yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter, because, for example, if you're playing Grand Theft Auto, it doesn't matter how you spin it or what you say on your page. You're not necessarily allowed to play the music, right? The music that plays on the radio is all copyrighted. Rockstar is paid to use some of that. So if you're retransmitting it, you never got permission from the artist. And you couldn't even get permission from Rockstar to stream the music. You would have to get permission from the artist, right? So if Kendrick Lamar starts playing and he's got his album copyrighted and his music's copyrighted, you would need to pay the label, or you would need to get written permission from the label, which is where there's it's stupid, but it also makes sense. Because, something like we're doing is probably not a big deal. But if I'm up here on YouTube streaming Kendrick Lamar's album, and it's not my album, and I'm making money off that, can you imagine you get to 5-10 million views, and you're starting to make money just streaming somebody else's album? You're pirating. You're stealing. That's a fine, or that's jail time, because you basically just stole somebody's content and you just put it back up, right? Now, of course, the label would have to press charges, because when it comes to laws, to hold up in court, someone has to take you to court. So I think the people that are big time and the people that are really basing it on, content, it's kind of gray area, then, that's legal. That's fair. Legally, that's fair ground to come after somebody. I would, if I put my album out there and I didn't release it under free Creative Commons and I wanted to make money off of it, I would be frustrated if I saw somebody's channel pop up on YouTube and they're making a lot of money off of my album. Like, they didn't do anything but basically do a record, or even better yet, downloaded right from YouTube and just repost it up on YouTube. That would make me mad, right? I would be mad. So that's straight up stolen. But You know, if you have permission, it's a different story. All right, let's go check. Fantastic. Fantastic. So we got Python. Let's go ahead and get rid of yeah, they keep popping back up, but they're still an illegal operation. The thing about Pirate Bay that makes them hard to keep down is they move their server to different countries. Legislation will always be behind technology. It will always be behind, in my opinion. So let's see. We didn't do, well, we did do that in the command. I didn't do this. I didn't do this command. See if I could get that transparency. Should be able to turn up the transparency here. Yeah. That's too much. That's better. That way we can see the commands behind. That might be something, because I skipped that command. That might be it. What happened to my Python? Oh. That looks like a good thing. It worked. Connecting, is that, or did it? Is that what we're supposed to see? We gotta do netcat LVP 1337. Look, I promise you. Did you see that? That was crazy. Okay, here we go. And then there we go. You see how I had netcat? I had to have netcat running. So what happened over here? Payload was sent. Check netcat. Nothing. This is what we should see over here. Netcat. Let's do a sudo. There we go. Uh-oh, sudo. Okay. That's my VPN. All right, we run this. Connecting payload was sent. Check netcat. I feel like this is inverse host lookup failed, unknown connect to 10.10.14.2 from unknown 10.10.10.3. It does. We don't have a shell. Or maybe we have to type this. Yeah, maybe we have to type this. I do not. Not yet. I should learn it though. Someone asked me in the chat, do you do C++? No. Sure. Yeah, let me go ahead and I'll do that. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me. I know, right? Alright, so it's stream beats. That's where you can get the music from. I will give you that. It's on Spotify. It's copyright free. I download it and just run it direct. Streambeats.com. I'm not sure why this isn't working, people. Anybody got any ideas? Because I'm doing this command, it doesn't seem to be working because it should be doing this. I'll just type it. Yeah, that is right. Oops. Because when you're on there, you're right. That's a good point. Let's do this again. So we are doing this user map script, which is our exploit that we found for SMB. We're connecting to the server, which is the lane on 139, which is one of SMB's ports, along with 445. And then on our client, which is our Kali box, we have a netcat session open, like I just showed you right here, that I opened this on that port. So it's essentially just accepting connections from anywhere. And then, yeah, we're going to try to run this exploit. Somebody in the chat gave me a good idea. They said, why don't you type that command but put 3, because you're missing a Python 3. They're like, what you doing, doofus? No, I'm kidding. Oh, and the one. I mean, it was in there. Well, you're basically picking. Oh yeah, because if that script has, yeah, if a script has 13,337 and I'm doing 1337, then that script is actually I'm wrong. I need to add that extra 3. You're right. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a good attention to detail. I missed that. Good attention to detail. So we're gonna tear down this. We're gonna do, add that 3. Yeah. Good find. Thank you. That's second set of eyes. Always good. Then we'll do the I'm stumped a little bit. Me too. Because I feel like we're doing everything right. But this time it's not asking us. It's not asking us to check netcat. Yeah, good point. Good point. Saucy Sec came in clutch. Okay. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Bob. Teacher online. Teacher in my local community. I love tech. Network and system administration background. Trying to get into more pen testing skills. Doing this really has revealed some weaknesses. But that's okay, because I like to learn. So let's learn together. Welcome. Welcome. I'm glad to have you. I'm every Saturday. Sweet. I teach at a community college. I teach Cisco networking, teach a little bit of cybersecurity stuff, high 1,000 foot level like Security Plus, CEH. I want to get more practical with it. There we go. I'm feeling good about this one. I could just copy and paste that. Whatever, I'll type it. There we go. There we go. We are here. We have made it. That's definitely a screenshot. You know it's late. I'm making weird choices, people. So exploit. This write-up was good. It was just my own floundering. It was this one. All right. And then this is where we can PWD. We're at root. So where's the flag? There it is. So what I'll do, since I'm on this system, cat root txt, and you just put it on HackTheBox right here. Let's say, own root. And then cat root. There it is. It was, it was a challenge, but it would have been hard if we just didn't have anything to guide us. So I got root. Yeah, absolutely. And then own user. Really? Oh. There we go. There's user. I cat.text. That's how you know I gotta go to bed. I said cat.text. Okay, here we go. That was fun. So we got lame. That was fun. Yeah, I'm glad there's a walkthrough, but that was cool. What did we learn? That was a lot, right? So I could have probably posted the pictures of the fact that I got those two. So you could clear. So you could do that. That's a good one, right? Just show the business owner that you were able to own their data. And then, okay. Yeah, me too. I almost went to bed. Yeah, almost went to bed. Almost went to bed. I'm just kidding. Sorry. You know, when it gets late, I get loopy. Okay, here we go. Hey. Yeah, we almost went to bed. Rooted lame, and we almost went to bed. Got the user text. Got both flags. We ain't gonna give up. We never gonna give up. Ain't never gonna give up. Okay, so what else did we do? Never gonna give up. This beat is just incredible. All right, here we go. Let's do this. This looks cool. But see, that's one thing that I read about in one of my documentations I was reading about pen testing. They said, you know, you in the report you present to the client, you don't necessarily want to have like things you thought were really cool, because they might not think that. Like, you're just like, look at this, is so cool. And they're like, no, that ain't. You know, you want to show them why what you did provided value and insight to them. So we found the root too. The root. I don't know what happened. This song just has this beat has such a good build up. I love it. Yeah, copy to clipboard. Right click, paste. All right, we did it. Good night. I'm about to go to bed too. I just want to finish this up and say, as you can see above, once we were able to get on the underlying Linux OS using the exploit, we had root access. We were free to navigate the file system and access file system, or to access and exfiltrate data at will. Save. And then, all right, everybody, what I'm going to say next is good night. Good morning. It has been a fantastic practice. These are all open practices for our CTF, the CTF/OSCP prep. Right? So this is just prep in case in the future you ever wanted to try it. Try the training, because that's what I'm doing. I'm training for it and hoping to show. So sweet stuff here. Any questions, concerns? If not, I'm getting ready to jump off. It was fun. I think it was constructive. We worked together and we did a lot together. Yes. Saucy, that has been my guiding light. I think he's pretty much he's a legend in the OSCP prep realm. So I love it. This is fun. I can't wait to do more. So we'll talk in the Discord. Maybe we'll come up with some more days and I can carve out some more time. But right now the guarantee is 10 on Saturdays, Eastern Standard Time.